Hi creatives! Welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Creative Light. If today is your first time of stopping by, you are welcomed. In today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to make this beautiful summer dress with spaghetti strap and side pockets. This dress is quite easy to make. An absolute beginner can make this dress and it doesn't take much time to make. If this is something you are interested in, keep on watching. Ensure to watch to the end of this video so that you can have a better understanding on how to make this beautiful dress. Trust me, you can style this dress down like I did and also style it up with your heels or sneakers. Now let's jump right into this tutorial. The materials we need for this tutorial are elastic, a plain fabric. I use chinos fabric, then your Ankara fabric. My Ankara fabric is 2 yards. If you want a long length, you can use 3 yards or 3.5, depending on your height, right? So I'm just going to open up my fabric. It's already folded into 4 along the yardage side, as the selvage area. So at the top, I'm going to mark 2 inches for my elastic casing, right? I'll roll it across. This line here now will serve as your chest line. To get the chest line, you will divide your bust by 6 plus 1.5. So mine is 7.2. I'm just going to place it at that point, that chest line point, right, to get the length of my dress. The length of my dress for this tutorial is 42 inches, right? I'll mark the 42 inches. Then I added 2 inches sewing allowance, right? I included it in my measurement. That's 44 inches. And I ruled it across. On that line there, I'm just going to measure 19 inches, including my sewing allowance. You can do more or less, right, depending on the amount of fabric you're using. On the chest line, I'll measure my shoulder line, then subtract 3 inches from my shoulder line. My shoulder is 15. 15 minus 3 is 12 inches, right? So I'm just going to connect this chest line to the hem line, right? The 19 inches at the hem is an A-line dress, right? A-line dress that is looking like a circle dress. The line is supposed to get to the top, then I cut out. After cutting on that line, you just make a notch for the casing, right? So that when you're folding it, you know. Then you open up the fabric. The fabric is already right side facing each other. You sew 1 inch on the 2 sides. I've sewn the 2 sides. I went ahead to hem the down of the dress. I folded the hem twice. I also ironed the dress. I marked the 2 inch at the wrong side, but the best place to mark is on the right side, right? So on that 2 inch, you're just going to fold it at that point, right? Then fold the down again with 1/2 inch. After folding, you sew it round. Then you leave 1 inch to pass the elastic, right? So I've sewn it, then I left my 1 inch opening. I went ahead to cut my strap. For the strap, I used 3 inches by 37 inches on fold. So when you open it up, you turn it out, it's going to be 1 inch, right? So I went ahead to mark the center of the dress. So from that center, I marked 6.5, right? You can use 6 inches, you can use 7 inches, depending on the wideness of your shoulder and how you want it to sit, right? For me, I use 6.5 for the front and also for the back. So I'm just going to place my strap at that point, right? I'll pin it to keep it in place. I'm going to whip the tip of the strap. Then I'll sew it on that line, that elastic line. That's where I'm going to sew the strap on. I hope you understand me. I'll take the second strap for the front, then place it at that 6.5 and pin it. I'll do the same 6.5 for the back, right? So from that center point, you mark the 6.5 and place the strap at that point. You pin it. Do the same for the other side. Measure your 6.5. After that, you take it over to the sewing machine and stitch on that line. The measurement for the elastic, you do your shoulder measurement plus 10 inches, right? Then you take your safety pin, pin it and pass it through that opening. You just take it round. When you get to the end of the opening, take out the safety pin. Then overlap the elastic, the two ends, and stitch on it. After stitching on it, then you close that 1 inch opening, right? So I've done that. The next thing to do is to work on a pocket. The pocket measurement, I use 10.5 by 8.5. So I'll fold the top into two this way. Then for the sides, I'm going to fold in 1/2 inch. The side and the down, I'll fold 1/2 inch. I've done that. I stitched only the folded top, ironed it, ironed the sides. Then I'll get my dress. At the side seams, right, that's where you're going to attach the pockets. What I'm going to do from the chest, I'm going to measure, you put that your chest line, right, how we did it initially. That's 7.2 from mine. I measure to my hip line. My hip line is 26. On that point, that is where I'm going to place my pocket. So you do yours, whatsoever your hip line is, that's where you're going to place your pocket. Then you pin it to keep it in place so that you can easily attach the pocket, right? I'll do same for the other side. From the chest line, I'm going to measure my hip line, right? I mark my hip line. Then place the pocket on it, on that point. I'll take it over to the sewing machine. I'll sew the sides. I'll leave the up open, sew all the 3 sides. I've attached the pocket and our dress is ready, right? I want to show you how to tie it. The first one, you can tie it at the shoulder this way, or you just tie it at the back. That's close to the end of the back. I hope you understand. I didn't do that, but I hope you understand me. The next style is to make a crisscross like this. Then you tie it close to the end of the back strap. Then you put the straps inside and you can just leave it hanging. The next tie is like a mono strap. You put this other strap inside. You take these two to one side. You can easily tie this at the shoulder or at the back, right? It's so beautiful and easy to make. Alright, that would be the end of today's tutorial. If you found this video useful, please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. If you have any question, please go ahead and ask your question and I will gladly respond to your question. If you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload new videos. And if you have any outfit you'd like me to recreate here on this channel, go ahead and send me a picture or video of it on my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook accounts. All right, see you in my next one. Bye.